do, Team Night Crew? This your boy Tay, and I am finally back at another solo death battle reaction. In honor of their 200th video, I'm going to be taking a look at rwby versus MAKA. rwby the series versus souleater the anime. And I gotta tell you, man, I'm not sure who I want to root for, because I love the rwby series. Patiently waiting for them to release Volume 10. I've said I mean, honestly, I might re-binge that series again because I just found out it's on Hulu. And souleater, I do love the creator of souleater, because they got souleater, they got Fire Force, and they got Gacha Kyuta. And oh my god, I love Gacha Kyuta. So I don't know, but I mean, like, This is like this has to be the most cliche, trope-driven anime fights I've ever seen, man. You got two high school girls. You got two high school girls wielding big ass scythes. I mean, like, if that's not a cliche, I don't know what is, man. But I'm actually gonna be rooting for rwby in this joint, because looking back at it now, I just rock with that series. I just rock with that series more. Man, but we about to get into it.
Fight! Ruby Rose versus MAKA Albarn. The battle of spunky teens with oversized gardening tools.
See, I called it. See,
and it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. I remember when Mama Boomstick read me bedtime fairy tales. Stories of heroes and warnings about eating those little berries and quicksand. So much quicksand. Yet in the world of Remnant,
I originally saw
fairy
it on
tales
this
are
bootleg
real.
website.
Here, huntresses do battle with monstrous
And
there was nothing more exciting than that to Ruby Rose. Daughter to the world-renowned huntress, Summer, who disappeared.
I couldn't get into it at first
nothing more than to be a huntress. Her dedication paid off. Admitted into Beacon Academy 2 years ahead, a premier school for huntsmen and huntresses, Ruby clearly showed prodigious talent. Not just that, she's got the weapon geek gene just like yours truly. Ruby doesn't leave home without her trusty Crescent Rose. It may look like a high-tech scythe, and it is, but it's also a gun. Ruby made Crescent Rose herself. It's like a dance between Grimmaker's Choice and a bolt-action sniper rifle. A dance is fitting, as huntsmen are locked in a never-ending waltz in their battle with the Grim. Crescent Rose can switch between sniper and scythe at the press of a button. Ruby's an old hand at flinging and moving it exactly how she wants, despite it being, like, bigger than she is. How does she do it with those noodle arms? The girl can't even throw a punch. Well, she might not need to, given the strength of her aura. All living beings in Remnant have an aura, except dark creatures like Grim, though not all of them can utilize it in combat without extensive training.
They also have something called
aura forms a barrier that blocks fatal blows and even heals wounds. It can make weapons stronger too. When Ruby slaps a cartridge of dust into Crescent Rose, her aura lights up nature's wrath in man's hand. Dramatic, but accurate. This dust represents the base elements of the world: fire, electricity, ice, wind, anti-gravity. Does that last one count? Rule of cool, Wiz. She's got the eyes of a hawk, and when she shoots you with dust, a bullet wound's the last thing you'll be worried about. With enough of a boost, ice dust can freeze over whole mechs, and she can power up her kicks to crater military-grade steel. A person's aura may be limited, but Ruby can keep track of hers with this handy health bar on her not-smartphone. Ruby blasted through Huntress classes with flying colors. Almost right away, she was appointed the leader of her own group, with Weiss Schnee, Flake Belladonna, and Big Sis Yang Xiaolong. Oh, I get it. Team Ruby. But Ruby's hope for many years of learning with her friends would be dashed as evil machinations spread like wildfire.
She has to be one of my favorite characters.
With a flash of silver light, Beacon had fallen. Ruby's friends dead. Her school totally wrecked.
Oh no, they did her dirty.
Disarmed. All because of a lover's spat that went
way
too far. Salem saw the world divided, and it was time to say goodbye to any happily ever after. But Ruby wouldn't give up like that, so she set off to change the world. Even as Crescent Rose began to feel heavier and heavier. Could she really save the world like her fairy tale heroes? All she did is what she's always done and never stopped moving forward. Because Crescent Rose wasn't the only thing she needed. She had to improve her semblance too.
Okay,
right.
semblance.
While aura is essentially the manifestation of one's soul,
Okay.
the semblance is an expression of their personality. Basically, it's a superpower farmed by aura, and Ruby's got super speed.
Aura
or
farming
a
is
teleport.
insane.
What is she doing exactly?
What is
Close.
she doing?
This is Petal Burst, a mixture of speed, teleportation, and intangibility. Ruby can rocket from one point to another in milliseconds. By literally bursting into petals. Sort of. According to Best Robo Girl Penny, Ruby's semblance is extremely complex and variable. It involves breaking her body down to its molecular components before zooming off in complex paths, negating the laws of mass entirely. AKA Super Speed Plus. And Nora is Best Girl. Ruby's Petal Burst is so quick she can make flying missiles look completely
she's
still.
also one of my
Good
favorite
luck tagging her
characters
with a
on there.
bullet. Or a breadstick. She is certainly quick enough to give Emerald and Mercury a hard time, and they've dodged actual lightning. She's faster than Blake, who can keep up with the most cringe faunus of all, Adam Taurus. Well, he did draw his sword fast enough to parry an actual particle beam. In real life, such a beam is created by accelerating charged particles to just under light speed. So, that's
I'm gonna keep saying this, man.
With
How the
such
hell
a
they getting all these
powerful
numbers,
ability,
man?
Ruby could safely shine her smile for years, even as she carried the fate of Remnant across the world. To her friends, she was a beacon of hope. Well, yeah, because she's got one more superpower. Her silver eyes. Just like her mom, Ruby inherited them from the God of Light as a weapon against negative anti-life energy, like the evil goop Grim spawned from. Just a wink and blam. Sayonara, Dragon of Darkness. But Ruby's skills didn't falter after her time at Beacon. As she journeyed across Remnant, she leveled up to compete with all sorts of powerful magic and mechanized foes. Her team could even match the Ace Ops, an elite squad of longtime professional huntsmen. Including Harriet, whose super speed semblance was totally outclassed by Petal Burst, and Vine, whose aura was strong enough to contain a bomb that was about to decimate the whole city of Mantle. Man, these are some pretty powerful auras. Though it's important to remember, Ruby is only 17 years old. The weight of being a leader, a savior, and a huntress like her mother would get heavier and heavier and heavier. She got over it. Look at her go! Taking Crescent Rose firmly in hand and sending a message of unity to the rest of the world. Ruby had finally left the fairy tale behind, taking one more step toward the day we've waited for. A sound soul dwells within a sound mind and a sound body. But all the unjust evil souls of this world are on the Disney Fast Pass to becoming a Kishin. Destructive gods mutated from good-natured souls. A Kishin could plunge the world into chaos and madness. If only someone could stop them. Bing bong, it's the DWMA. Welcome to Death Weapon Meister Academy, where death rules. Literally, his name is Death. Here, Lord Death tasks humans to become spiritually talented meisters of demon weapons, aka people who are also a weapon. No, really, they transform into weapons. Guns, ninja stars, hammers, you name it. A Meister weapon pair kills and consumes lost souls to keep the Kishin away. Jack the Ripper? More like Jack the Fraud. And so, the demon weapon Soul was paired with the dutiful rising star, MAKA Albarn. Talk about your classic teacher's pet. The kind of girl who leaves an apple on the desk and goes, "Teacher, you forgot to give us homework," and then we jump him. As if Soul's any better. A weapon who's too concerned with being cool to do any real work. Hey, Soul's not just any demon weapon, he's a scythe. And he's got his sights on upgrading to the highest level of Death Scythe, which would be a high honor. And lucky for Soul, MAKA always aims high. With that common goal, MAKA and Soul formed the Dream Team. All they needed was 99 Kishin eggs and the soul of a witch. Easy, right? Maybe, since MAKA is extraordinarily perceptive at spotting and examining souls. She can detect spiritual presences from millions of yards away and can discern its nature, stability, and emotions. Time for class then. The two train hard, but their styles kinda weird. Okay, so MAKA guides Soul in the direction she wants to go, but Soul, the scythe, does all the actual movements himself. MAKA's the Meister, Soul's the weapon. Like conductor and instrumentalist.
Hold on.
A Meister weapon pair cannot work in harmony without total cooperation. Too bad their teamwork sucked. They fumbled the easiest chance for Death Scythe status, F-. MAKA just could not get in tune with Soul's wavelength. She was skilled, sure, more skilled than most. Keyword most. There were plenty of rivals showing her up, like Blackstar and Tsubaki. Really puts a damper on the straight A's when this show-off is doing better than you. It was up to Maka and Soul to improve their teamwork through Soul Resonance. What I said about wavelength wasn't metaphorical. Rather, wavelengths are the means with which Meister and weapon draw strength through each other. Think of two wavelengths as different emotional amplitudes that must merge at one alignment. If the Meister's the guitar and the weapon's the amp, then they create a feedback loop to increase its frequency. That's Soul Resonance. Soul Resonance creates a telepathic link and surges their strength and speed. And preps them for cool scythe moves like the Witch Hunt Slash, a big energy strike that puts the L in evil. As the name implies, it works especially well against witches and other evil creatures. It's not exclusive or anything. It's actually really deadly against evil because of Maka's rare anti-demon wavelengths. Basically, being a goody little two-shoes gets her the power of purity or whatever. Maka and Soul were becoming a synchronized unit, though one would sometimes need to rein in the other's idiotic habits. And the other guys gotta stop their annoying overthinking, Wiz. But everything changed after a unique encounter with Krona, which nearly killed Soul. Now Soul had an ogre pal in his head, waiting for him to swing on over and play the piano.
I vaguely remember
Soul got infected with black blood. Black blood was specially brewed as a weaponizable blood. It hardens and strengthens its user's body, inside and out, increasing their physical ability. They can even block blades with their bare skin. Too bad it comes with a little side effect of madness with a capital M. A force of fear and sadness all living things possess, which threatens to ruin the world. So it was kind of a big deal that Maka was bummed by how she got Soul in a jam. But thanks to Soul, she got over it and even welcomed in their new little ogre buddy. Now when Soul plays his grand piano, their Soul Resonance sings even louder through the black blood, giving Maka all the perks of black blood too, even the crazy parts. Bet you didn't expect that, Krona. But evil saw their plans through.
Was crazy in that arc.
Had arrived. Madness was spreading everywhere. So Maka and Soul had to lock in and upgrade their witch hunt to the even stronger demon hunt slash. They went on even more missions to reap souls with classmates like Blackstar, and that guy outran his own shadow. Perhaps the most obvious evidence ever of faster than light speeds, and Maka could finally keep up with him. Pair that with her fight with the demon tool Gopher, who could obliterate whole mountains, and you've got one hell of an ass kicker. And yet, Maka's relationship with Soul still faltered. Soul was the real star here. Even other Meisters were trying to take him as a weapon, away from Maka. I mean, he literally moves himself, so Maka couldn't help but wonder if she was holding him back all along. But Soul said the truth. In all of their missions, their teamwork was the key to their victory. An orchestral performance is only as good as the one conducting. And so, their wavelengths played in harmony, and Maka donned a dress of black blood. It's an armor literally made of blood, and it lets Maka fly around and shoot out her soul as an epic sound wave. So freaking metal! At the same time, Soul discovered he could hack souls and directly transmit Maka's anti-demon wavelengths, basically shutting their enemy completely down through Soul Adagio. And they finally achieved Death Scythe. The dream's here, baby! So when Krona's own black blood reached its final stage, Maka and Soul flew to the moon. A moon small and unassuming, but so dense it has the same mass as the planet itself. The very world's sanity was at stake. Krona might have gone insane, but Maka still reached out to their new friend Soul, until the Kishin showed up to ruin everything. Come on, Asura, they're having a moment here. Timing, bro. In what would be Maka's final exam, Maka, Soul, and all of their friends faced off against the Kishin. And she passed. A+. Maka pulled her weight and perfected her teamwork with Soul. Their wavelengths were pitch perfect. Asura did everything he could to separate them, crater them into the moon, punch holes in Maka's chest, tamper their souls with madness, and each time they successfully realigned their wavelengths. Until they kicked his ass with one final upgrade, the Kishin Hunt Slash. Maka Chop!
I love how it.
Because
I love how it looks like
dwells within a sound mind and body. So should you feel overwhelmed by evil's roars, just write 42 42 564 whenever you want to knock on death's door.
That was clever. I like it.
Congratulations to us.
Wiz, your ego is showing.
It always is. And why not? This death battle is episode 200.
Well,
200,
yeah, it's a
man.
big deal, so we've got a big discount on our website to celebrate.
That's www.deathbattle.gg.
Website members already get awesome deals like exclusive Death Battle merch, the whole episode archive, including episodes not on YouTube, and a
I don't
bunch
know,
of
man.
behind-the-scenes goodies.
I don't know.
And if you sign up
You know,
today,
I'm
you
still
can use our code
Team Ruby
DB200
on
to get
this, man.
20% off.
Still
You can
Team
only
Ruby.
grab this discount in the next 2 weeks, so use code DB200 to get 20% off your website membership as soon as you can.
Where else are you gonna find such absolute cinema? No, really, we made an absolute cinema desk mat that's on the store. It's cool as fuck.
I would get that. I might get that.
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities. It's time for a scythe battle!
He said scythe battle. I'm dead.
Okay, it's official. This is so not cool.
Oh, come on, Soul. Our target should be here, so try helping out.
I heard the guys who made... What the
Who are you
fuck?
looking for?
I heard the guys who did Devil Artemis was involved in this, too.
Little Red Riding Hood, your humanity has strayed from its just path, and the Shinigami has called for you. Oh my gosh, your boyfriend turns into a scythe! Oh, that's so cool! Your soul is ours!
I don't remember...
I like my soul, thanks!
Bro, and then every time they do a major fight in Ruby, they be doing this... They be going hard with the
You haven't seen
music,
anything
too.
yet.
Like, the fuck, man?
Focus. She's good, but we can handle it.
Let's go, Soul Resonance!
What the
Stop
fuck?
her hitting me! Get back here!
That's gonna be good now with this shit, man. Even if he don't know it, I mean, even if he doesn't know them, I mean, just look at this shit, man. Just look at this shit. Even if
Interesting. Her soul forms a barrier. Try helping out.
Relax.
God, no, I am loving this music.
Sorry, but I'll never stop fighting. I'm Ruby Rose, and I am a huntress!
Soul Adagio!
Oh!
Ruby!
The wavelengths. Damn it, she's... Stay strong, Maka! You got this!
Ah, damn. Hey. Actually, yeah, damn.
A simple, honest soul. Ruby Rose, huh?
Damn. That was a good fight, though.
KO! Rest in peace, Ruby. But
Damn,
hey,
I was
it's
rooting
not
for
often
her
you get to
too,
see
man.
scythe-on-scythe action like that. Let's break this down with the 4 categories
Okay.
that best represent this matchup. First, strength. Or a supercharged Ruby's strength way higher than you'd think, like kicking this Grim through steel. But Maka's soul resonance could match Gopher, who destroyed mountains. Now, Team Ruby did defeat Vine, whose aura contained a bomb that could have wiped out a city. Adding up their flight speed and how far Harriet said they'd have to fly to avoid the blast,
Yeah, but she
that's
wasn't
a
alone,
366 kilograms kiloton
Stuff
bomb.
like that.
It's
You can't
possible
really
Ruby's
give
own
her.
aura possesses a similar level
can't give her that
of,
much
say,
credit.
energy strength, though her semblance obviously can't replicate what Vine did. Black Blood Maka got blasted by Asura into the moon. Yeah, it's small, but its mass is the same as Earth's, right?
John,
Putting
I
Asura's
really
strikes at
wanted
2
Ruby to
quadrillion
win,
tons
but
of TNT,
I
over
can't
5
be
billion
mad.
times
Dude,
higher than Vine.
this fight was so
Maka
fucking
takes
good.
strength, but speed wasn't as clear cut. Ruby's a fast little
was
gal.
100%
Maka
Ruby.
kept up with Black Star, faster than Shadows and whatnot. But as they improved their skills, Ruby and her friends could outspeed Atom, who blocked a particle beam. Though given the distance and time to react, Atom moved about 42% the speed of light. Not quite faster than your own Shadow territory. Still, Ruby's Petal Burst has become far faster than this over time, and clearly gives more than a 2-time speed increase on top of that 42%, making her well past light speed. Definitely enough to take on Harriet, who was all about speed. Angry speed. This isn't to say Maka couldn't keep up thanks to Soul Resonance, but Petal Burst makes this comparison close enough to call it a tie. And their speed would be key to winning in skill. Come on, Wiz. Call it what it really is. It's Scythery. That's not a word. Maka's Scythery was pretty good, but Soul does all the movement for her.
Oh
As
my
a Meister,
God,
she
I
was
hate
mostly a
him so
guide.
much
It's easy to
sometimes.
assume that Ruby's Scythery was superior. She's entirely self-sufficient at dancing with her weapon. Soul's own control is still a factor here, but it doesn't change that Ruby's been swinging that thing for way longer than Maka. Ruby's got Scythery in the bag. Perhaps this edge would be enough for Ruby
I
to
hate it
avoid
because
Maka's far greater
Ruby would have
strength
called it
if she
side
had
theory
the
too.
better
I hate
powers.
that.
So, Aura's really cool. Barriers,
Yeah,
healing,
yeah.
superpowers, and so on. But
But
it's
there's a
got
limit.
one big weakness. It is a finite resource that is required for all of Ruby's powers. Petal Burst, activating
It's a limit,
dust,
and she
even
does the-
powering up
and
Crescent
that's like
Rose
the-
takes
yeah, that
juice
is
and
the
some
core
aura.
of her,
Once
that
it's
is the
gone,
core of her
Ruby's
abilities.
totally vulnerable. And there's a second key factor regarding aura. It is specifically a manifestation of Ruby's soul. And Maka's powers are all about taking on souls. Maka had lots of ways to break through Ruby's
And then
aura,
basically
like
Soul's
Soul
ability
Adagio.
nullifies.
And since
Yeah,
Maka
Soul
is
Adagio
exceptionally gifted at
nullifies
examining
them,
souls,
basically.
she could definitely figure out how aura works. But plot twist, what about Ruby's silver eyes? Her
Honestly, I thought the
beams.
eyes would have been
Turns
a trump
out they were
card.
actually her best secret weapon. The negative
Yeah,
power
I
of
really
Grim
thought
is
that would've
quite
turned it
similar
around,
to
but nah.
madness wavelengths, which power Black Blood. Since anti-demon wavelengths can cancel out Black Blood, the silver eyes should achieve a similar effect. But Maka and Soul's whole story is about reaching that perfect soul resonance. Asura tried every way in the book and more to separate their wavelengths and failed. And we already talked about how much stronger he is than Ruby. Maka takes powers, cause when she rose to the occasion, Ruby didn't stand a semblance of a chance and bit the dust. The winners are Maka
Okay.
Albarn and Soul Evans. Wait, his name is Soul Evans? Next time on Death
What's
Battle.
they doing next? Wait, hold on.
Subscribe and join
Blade
as a member
versus
to see
Buffy.
more Death
Ant
Battle.
might
Thanks for
want to
watching.
react to that. Oh, the little artwork. Little artwork. I like that. Bro, nah, that was fucking gas, man. I love this. I love this death battle. Again, super bummed that Ruby lost because I fuck with that series more than I fuck with Soul Eater. Soul Eater. And then, like I said, mid video, they be going hard with the music, especially when they do like intense fight scenes, man. That's why I was just so into it and shit. Like I was like I was drawn in versus the past death battles we've seen this year. Whew, man, but that was it though, man. That was my reaction to Ruby versus Maka. Let me know in the comments who you were rooting for. And also, guys, we are less than 11 subs away from reaching 500, man. So for any of y'all newcomers who keep coming in here by coincidence, stay for about half a minute, then bail out, man, hit that subscribe button before you do so. But also come back because we have a lot of promising stuff for you guys, man. But on that note, man, this has been your boy Tay, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.